Okay, hello everyone. My name is Angelina Worrell. In this presentation, my group decided to conduct an IT consulting report for Michigan Hand and Sports Rehab Center. In my group, we have Ashley Davis, Jeremy Murray, and myself. Okay, so the agenda for today, we will talk about the executive summary, the introduction, background of Michigan Hand and Sports Rehab Center, Michigan Hand and Sports Rehab Center today and the future. Also, we created a SWOT analysis to determine the best solution for the company. We will also talk about the cost to implement the new technology and our recommendation of the product. In today's modern world, technology is omnipresent, especially throughout the medical profession. Historically, the only means available to document health information were pen and paper. Today, the healthcare industry has numerous options to choose from. The primary objective of Michigan Hand and Sport Rehab Center is to ensure high-quality healthcare and cost-effective medical outcomes. It's currently transitioning from medical charts to electronic medical record, led us to recommend the implementation of Advanced MD. The simplicity and comprehensiveness of Advanced MD made the technology stand out from against other competitive alternatives that we looked at. Technology in healthcare is critical because not only it will electronically improve medical services for patients, it will also improve health information technology as a whole. Integration of the new technology will allow for efficient data entry and minimal redundant tasks by employees. Main reasons why the company chose electronic medical records was the healthcare regulations governing the physicians associated with the company required a group to use an EMR or they will have to pay a percentage penalty of claims. Also, the current scheduling program being used will become obsolete as of April 1st, 2017. According to Health Affairs, the initial cost to implement Advanced MD will cost $162,000 with $85,000 going to maintenance. I know what you're thinking. Wow, that's a lot of money. But if you weigh in the benefits and the governmental incentives, this technology could result in a positive return on investment for the company. Now, this cost varies depending on the structure of the company as well. So for big company, it will cost a lot more, and also for a small company, it will cost a little less.
Michigan Hand and Sports Rehabilitation Center is a group of outpatient therapy centers located in southeastern Michigan. We are a small to mid-sized business that has been open for the last 31 years and counting. Michigan Hand and Sports specializes in the evaluation and rehabilitation of patients in need of physical, occupational therapy, and orthotic services. There are 5 centers for patient care. The largest clinic, located in Warren, Michigan, has an occupational therapy department, a physical therapy department, and an orthotics lab. This clinic alone is responsible for 2,000 to 2,400 patient visits each month, just to give you an idea of the volume we see. The second largest clinic in Dearborn, Michigan, has an OT and a PT department only. There are 3 other locations that are small, one-therapist departments contained within a physician's office. Michigan Hand and Sports is a small to mid-sized business which has traditionally employed one individual to set up and maintain our IT structure. The IT department is made up of Chris Sarkeesian of Evo IT. He reports to the Chief Information Officer and Practice Administrator, a gentleman named Dan Otto. Decisions regarding our IT services are made by a small committee consisting of the CIO, Evo IT, and other appropriate management level employees depending on the specific decisions to be made. This committee is responsible for designing and implementing all operational components for all of Michigan Hand and Sports locations, as well as the integration of those systems to other divisions of Michigan Surgical Specialists. Michigan Hand and Sports Rehab Center is a smaller division of the parent company, Michigan Surgical Specialists. MSS is made up of 14 surgeons specializing in hand and reconstructive surgery. The third division is Greater Michigan Orthopedics, employing 2 orthopedic surgeons. Michigan Hand & Sports is in the process of converting from a traditional paper medical records to an electronic medical record. Traditionally, we have used pen and paper for doing all of our medical charting. Currently, we have a centralized network with multiple physical sites, local servers, and cloud-based applications for MSS, but not for Michigan Hand & Sports. The network itself is a hub and spoke structure using all 7 layers of an open systems interconnection model. As Michigan Hand & Sports transfers to the electronic medical record, there are several challenges that will have to be addressed. This is the second attempt to transition, with the first one resulting in massive failure. The greatest challenges today will be in terms of hardware, software, and integration with the performance, updates, maintenance, and growth of the system. Another challenge will be the integration with the other divisions of MSS. In a perfect scenario, all of our departments, those of Michigan Hand, Greater Michigan Orthopedics, and Michigan Surgical Specialists, could all be integrated together, allowing for the ease of data exchange and lack of redundancy in terms of data entry. Currently, we do not have that capability, as we do not have an HL7 interface that allows all systems to work together. The greatest challenge to users of the EMR will be the lack of data migration and the learning curve to navigate the new system. At the time of giving this presentation, Michigan Hand & Sports has actually already transitioned to a new EMR, which is an alternative to what this group has recommended. From my first-hand knowledge, I can tell you that this has not been an easy change for many of our employees. Although the specifics of the network security and monitoring were not discussed, firewall logging is used to monitor computer usage, and protocols are in place to address specific security breaches for the system. There are several strengths associated with the current IT structure of Michigan Hand & Sports. First, there are relatively few users on a centralized network, which helps to limit the potential area for security breaches. Additionally, there are few individuals that are necessary to authorize any potential upgrades or changes to the system, which allows for decisions to be made and implemented quickly. During the transition to a new EMR, these strengths will assist in the potential to make for an easy and successful transition. Currently, Michigan Hand & Sports has implemented TurboPT, which is in contrast to what this group has recommended. Although TurboPT is the EMR of choice, it has the potential to not be the best solution. Weaknesses. Although it's considered a potential strength, there are also weaknesses associated with having a small committee making decisions regarding the IT structure of Michigan Hand & Sports. There's limited knowledge, limited input, and limited ability for checks and balances. This means that there is an excellent potential for the system of choice to be implemented at a great expense and still be the wrong system. This may actually be the case in my company. The greatest currently identifiable issue regarding the transition to an EMR is the lack of an HL7 interface. An HL7 interface is an integration engine built specifically for the healthcare industry that connects legacy systems using a standard messaging protocol. This allows for the healthcare providers to continue having the benefits of the legacy systems that are currently in place without the additional expense of new technologies. This also allows the provider to extend the life of their current systems. Finally, the main weakness that may not be able to be overcome is that there are several different healthcare professions all associated with one single company. The integration of physicians, physical therapists, occupational therapists, and orthotics is extremely difficult. Opportunities. The opportunities are nearly endless given the current period of transition. Although TurboPT has been suggested as the primary choice for Michigan Hand & Sports, it is clearly not the only choice. Additionally, there are 3 corporate divisions, including 6 departments within Michigan Hand & Sports, and we all share patients together. The ability to share information against these spokes is critical. Michigan Hand & Sports uses cloud applications to a very minimal extent, meaning that the potential opportunities for off-site data storage are not being capitalized upon. As Michigan Hand & Sports data usage continues to grow, especially through the use of an EMR, its storage capabilities will have to also. Threats. Potential threats to Michigan Hand & Sports include the potential for data breaches as the system expands, as cloud systems are integrated, and as new networks are established with new providers. Michigan Hand & Sports data generation will increase exponentially, as all patient data, encounters, and treatment plans will be electronic. This certainly will create an environment that could potentially attract outside threats in terms of hackers or criminals looking to access patient data or financial information.
Hi, my name is Ashley Davis, and I am going to be doing the recommendations part of the paper as well as the conclusion. Starting with recommendations, AdvancedMD is one of the top recommendations that we have. It can provide Michigan Hand and Sports Rehab Center with the documentation and billing mix that they are looking for. It'll also provide a smooth transition from paper to electronic records. The clients that choose to use AdvancedMD can enjoy the latest tools and technologies to integrate practice and patient workflow together for a revolutionary new practice experience. Scheduling between a telemedicine and an on-site appointment is as simple as selecting a checkbox when using AdvancedMD. Another great feature of AdvancedMD is the appointment reminders. The appointment reminders are automatically sent to patients at intervals that you select in the format that the patients request. Insurance eligibility verification for next-day patients runs in automatic batches the day before. Another convenience feature of AdvancedMD is the iPad check-in kiosk. This kiosk pushes information from consent forms straight into the patient chart. Chart capture then occurs during the charting process and pushes claims information to the billing staff without copying, without pasting, and without running the risk of high errors historically caused by the manual process. AdvancedMD is an all-in-one cloud suite that is the unparalleled choice for Michigan Hand and Sports Rehab Center for total practice performance. All of their technologies are seamlessly integrated in a unified bundle to give consistent user experience and immediate access to all the data that is centrally managed in the AdvancedMD cloud. If Michigan Hand and Sports Rehab Center decided to choose AdvancedMD as their EMR, they could achieve a remarkable outcome: the ability to manage higher patient volumes with improved productivity and financial outcomes. Ultimately, with AdvancedMD, Michigan Hand and Sports Rehab Center could grow their practice, treat more patients, chart their own way, work on the go, measure and benchmark their revenue, and ultimately control their destiny. In conclusion, the use of electronic health records is necessary for providing patients and their families with safe and efficient care. It is also in the practitioners and the hospital's best interest to comply with electronic charting to obtain efficient patient care and contribute toward achieving and maintaining patient safety. Changing from paper to electronic can be a big task, especially for employees who are not that tech savvy, but the implementation of electronic health records will benefit everyone in the long run. Electronic health records are extremely beneficial to not only the physicians, but also to the patients. Electronic health records will improve accuracy, time, and cost. Although it may seem time-consuming, providing care using AdvancedMD EHR software allows for the implementation of best practices within Michigan Hand and Sports Rehab.